Hello everyone, thank you for finding the time to review our What's New session for the Trimble MX 25.3 software. My name is Artem Kholotkov and I'm an engineer from the mobile map and support team. Considering that amount is big, of the content is big, we decided to split the session into two videos. First will be about not AI workflow, and second will be AI workflow related changes. I will present now first one. My colleague Vincent will take over second. Let's go further with the table of contents. The session will be split into Assets Manager desktop software and Publisher. Assets Manager will contain new formats and new tools, when Publisher will cover improvements and new optionality. First of all, worth to mention that version has way more changes than covered. All of them you will be able to find in the released product bulletin, TMX 25.3 document. Let's start with Assets Manager supported formats. TMX supports today the SQLite Point Cloud. It can be converted smoothly into OPC format and used in the software in regular way. For instance, TomTom company is one of the famous users of this format. The renaming took place. Instead of Cesium 3D tiles and Cesium 3D Point Cloud, you will find same formats under the OGC 3D tiles and OGC 3D tiles Point Cloud. Draka decompression got implemented. Draka is a method when decompression is synchronized with rendering, which helps to reduce significantly the visual glitches and flickering you might be observing in the past versions. Also, it's new versions of the SLPK files supported now. SLPK is a single file container for sharing large 3D geospatial data sets. TMX got updated to handle the version 1.7 and further of this format. TIFF sample values now work in combination with LZW compression. LZW compression is a method to reduce the size of TIFF files. It filters the duplicates in the tables and compress the original file into smaller one. For changes for Oracle databases, now it's possible to create spatial columns and tables, as well as update tables with the new content. Please keep in mind that it's related only to the objects inside the tables. Moving further to the new tools related to the data management, there is a new tool, Create Geospatial Index. Create Geospatial Index is quite a simple tool. However, for certain scenarios, it can be very, very helpful. It helps you easily to generate vector bounds around the last files with a reference to the heavy point cloud .last files. Okay. First of all, want to highlight that tool works only with this format, and the practical usage of it has been presented to us with some showcase when government customer who is responsible for the road and related infrastructure maintenance. Over the years, customer has collected over the 100,000 of LAS files located all over the area of their responsibility, and recently they had to measure the clearance of a couple thousands of bridges. The challenge was that the customer had zero connection between massive amount of point clouds and bridge locations. So this tool has helped to outline the files, the location of the LAS files. Later, with tool spatial joint in the TMX, the overlap between bridges and certain LAS files was found, which literally pointed customer to the relevant point clouds, and those only relevant was taken for the further analysis. I will demonstrate this tool a bit later. Here, demo just as a reminder that I'm going to demonstrate it. I'll present further tools from the extract toolbox. It's a compare point cloud to design, then compare point cloud to the point cloud version 2, create point cloud from vector. First tool is compared to design. Tool compares a point cloud to some vector or model reference. As a reference, we can consider polygons, polylines, or a 3D model. The tool itself can be found under the extract toolbox over here. We'll demonstrate it later. Second tool is point cloud to point cloud comparison version 2. Version 1 was already for a while in the software, and the difference between version 1 and 2, the algorithm behind. First is using the hard-coded algorithm behind the tool. And second is a bit more intelligent, in terms of background mathematics. It used analysis engine, and the analysis engine, by the way, is used by all the tools related to AI computations. So first of all, it's better in terms of resource management, what helps for the large projects. Also, computational intelligence of the engine and more realistic data interpretation leads to more precise and correct results. So here on the images you can find the comparison between 2-point clouds been captured different years, and the result I'm going to demonstrate later on. The tool. And next tool is very simple and straightforward, is create point cloud from vector. This tool is going to generate artificial point cloud out from the vector geometry. For instance, if you will feed polygon to it, it will fulfill the polygon with point cloud. And if it's gonna be line, along the line, it will put the points with the defined interval. The interval actually in density, if it's polygon, you can define under the options inside the tool. So this final point cloud will be saved as a regular OPC format and can be used up to your needs. A few words about the updates before we jump to the demonstration. First is about a few words about the Postgres geometry. To ensure better alignment between the software systems that will eventually populate the connected database, the TMX switched to the Postgres geometry, so most of the third-party softwares will process the objects easier. The second one is trajectory is not visualized by default when opening a mobile mapping resource. We've got multiple times feedback that for some customers they found it irritating. The third improvement is an additional option for the pole attachments detector. Now it has improvement in regard to the returned measurement, whether you want ground margin clearance considered in the measurement or not. By the way, same parameter will be available soon for the pole detector. Let's move to demonstration part. As promised, I'm going to demonstrate three tools: create Geospatial Index, comparison to design, and comparison to Point Cloud version 2. For this, I need to open my TMX Asset Manager 25.3 version. The tool create Geospatial Index can be found under the Tools tab. What tool is expecting from us is a source. Source can be individual file. We remember that it tolerates only last files, or source directory. In my case, I have directory with multiple files in it, and I have to paste it here. Select. Tool automatically recognize the coordinate system. If it's incorrect, you can change it. The target, the output will be OVF file. It's a vector format with the bounds of our files. By clicking start, it's processing, and you saw that 113 files were processed, and new layer got added to the list, Geospatial Index. If you will double click on it, you will be zoomed to extent of the layer, and you can see that this individual bounds of all the input last files. Inside the attribute table, you will find 113 files with file paths to individual last files, and as it has been described during the presentation, that for instance you have multiple points and you'd like to find the overlap and concrete last file which should overlap with these points of interest, you can use the tool spatial join, like in example with bridges, I mean. All right. Second tool is compare to design. I will remove this layer. Okay. Second tool can be found under the extract, and here is separate section, compare point cloud to design. If I'll click on it, here I need to select the source. So source, it will be our point cloud. We can see that nothing in the list because nothing been added. I do have prepared point cloud for this purpose. Okay. This is part of the highway. And I do have prepared some references. First reference is set of polygons. If I'll double click on it, you can see that those polygons are overlapped with the part of the road, and now I will be using it as a reference. Now under the tool, I can find in the list my point cloud. I can create new project, and as a design, I will select my polygons. I can do both. I can select polygons and add them at the selection, 12 polygons, or I can select all the polygons being added in the layer. Okay, so 12 polygons were selected. Options, we do have maximum distance. Now it's set by default to 10 centimeters. Everything was beyond 10 centimeters will be ignored for the analysis. And click Start. Now you can see that the point cloud been color coded. And manipulating with the view of the legend, you can check the differences at the point cloud and our polygon reference. Okay. Now if we will create new project and we can add another reference layer. It's a line along the guardrail. You see this yellow line? Let's take it as a reference. Let's select the layer and polyline and add it. So it's one line only. Same settings and start now. All right. If we will zoom closer to the point cloud, maybe it will be better if we will make background dark. You can see points within 10 centimeters around the line. Which represents closer or further proximity. In this way, you can evaluate how far the point cloud from the reference object. And last tool I wanted to present is the comparison point cloud to point cloud. This tool can be found also under the Extract tab. Compare point cloud to point cloud version 2. You can see that it is checking whether analysis engine is running on your machine. Keep in mind that the version should be as written here or newer. What do we have here? It's a source and compare to reference. So let's add 2 point clouds I have prepared. Okay. There is one street. One is new and another is old. So now this will be new will be our source. It also works with the projects. And compare to, you have to select your reference. It's gonna be old, and you have few options. Which point clouds will be taken on account, which not, thresholds, and also the minimum amount of points which can be considered as the change, actually, to reduce the false positive whenever it's noise or some spare point clouds has been detected at the different locations. Under the information, you can find additional information about the additional options. The range of interest, you can define entire source or select certain area on the map where you'd like to the analysis will be done. And now, start now. It might take a bit longer. It took 5 minutes, and we can see which changes has been done on this street. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 point cloud clusters were detected, which represent the poles were eventually installed on the street, and changes removed. Actually, those poles are not present anymore on the new point cloud. So this is change. If it will be something added, then there will be another name of the layer, changes, add, but we do have only changes removed. So this is our result. Also here under the result section, we can open directory with the result files of our tool. So that's it for demonstration for the asset manager. Moving further with Trimble MX publisher, let's start from viewer general improvements. The optimization have been done to improve the user experience and boost the performance, speeding up the console, viewer, and even that improve the base map loading. Security audit, protection for SQL injection and stronger hashing. Following the security audit, upgrade to the defenses has been done to prevent unauthorized access and improve encryption for the information. Further support for new image compression for 3D tiles. Downloading point cloud and viewer as less. Now the customer is able to download visible point cloud data locally in LAS format. Before that was only some text format. Also, now the viewer has the quick setting menu. It's actually here you can see the icon, and in the past it was limited to just 2 items in this list. So today it is up to 20 items can be added here. WFS today supports latest versions, and WMS service supports get feature info. That's an interesting improvement. Let me try to explain. Considering that WMS is a sort of frozen image stream to the layer without separation to the features. However, the get feature info option is adding additional information to the pixels. This information is taken from the object attributes. So when you see the object from WMS layer, and click the info about the pixel representing this object, you will get information about the object attributes, which is underneath this layer. Those two are related to the services hosted by the publisher service, to be clear. New options which been added to the latest version. Photo annotation sidebar, create and verify, report an issue, improved hosting WMS, FS, and FST. Photo annotation sidebar. This sidebar got developed, and today it might be handy for various scenarios. For example, as usually collecting annotations for the information to be stored and shared. Also, you can allow your consumers to contribute to the layer, which will be later used as input to the AI training. Considering that preparation of the good quality input is most cumbersome part, this activity can be shared with a certain amount of the publication consumers, so gathering the help out of them, we can create better input. Here the slide marked as demo, so I'll show later how it looked like. Create and verify. I hope most of you are familiar with the create and verify procedure related to the asset resources in the TMX asset manager. So this is a cut version of it. It works only with the connected asset resource, as it includes specifically prepared attribute columns the tool is going to populate. Also, please keep in mind that asset resource should be stored in the connected database. Next tool is report an issue. This is an interesting option which has been added recently. Imagine the situation that you are working with a publication and you notice something special you like to inform the publisher admin about. So you can draw the annotation, polygon or point, put some comment text, and send the report to the admin. Personally, I really like this possibility to interact with the publisher or publication owner. I will demonstrate it later. Hosting WMS, FS, and FST. This option is not new. However, due to the recent small changes, the performance got improved. Not too much to demonstrate here, actually. Here, keep in mind, all the services will be hosted, publish only vector data and projected raster data. It will skip point cloud and mobile mapping related images. The transactional WFS will be able to update only datasets stored in the connected database. Moving further with demonstration part of the publisher, photo annotation sidebar, create and verify tool, and report an issue option will be covered. So for demonstration, I'll open another browser with Open Console in it, and this Do by Demo publication is already prepared to be used. Please note that in order to use photo annotation and report an issue option, the login has to be enabled under the System tab. Let's launch our publication. And start with tools one by one. First, we will go with Create and Verify tool. Under this icon, you can open this tool. What you're able to do with it. You can create the object. You have to select your resource. Let's work with the point asset resource. And this layer contains those blue objects. It represents poles. If you click on the tool and click on the map, and next, your new object is created. Now from here or from here, you can switch to the verify option. Verify. Here you have a little bit more tools and actions available for you. So you have to select the resource you're going to work with, the status based on the previously set status. Your objects will be filtered. You can order them differently by different attributes. Here we have the number of active object, meaning that now it's focusing on this object, and the overall number of objects. With arrows left, right, you can jump from object to object. While jumping from object to object, you can accept, reject, or review them, also deleting create a new object or modify existing object. So let's give it a try. We see that this is newly created point. We just created it 1 minute ago. We see this is not poll, so we can delete it. It automatically jump into the next object. You see that this poll is good one. We can accept it. This poll is good, accepting it. Let's tell that this object is not good. So we would like to move this object to another. We are selecting the tool. And you see, we are just changing the position of this object. We can do it again for the poll. So we changed it again. If you find some object which was not created, but you want it to be there, for instance, you know that this base will have on it poll in some time, and you'd like to have this object saved, you're gonna click create. You will be switched to the create option and next. In this way you are creating a brand new object. So that's pretty much it. Next tool I would like to show is under this icon is open the photo annotation sidebar. Photo annotation sidebar is working with your connected mobile mapping resource. So you have to select the mapping resource and camera, planner, or panorama. It works only with those, only with images. We're selecting panorama. You have list with all the panoramas in this run, in this mobile mapping resource. You're selecting one. And here in separate view, you have your panorama image opened. Starting from the up to down, we have option jump 5 images backward, 5 images forward, or jumping one by one, forward, backward. Edit tools. Here basically what we can select is add the rectangle. You're adding rectangle or you're adding polygon. Next to the object, next to the annotation itself, you have two options. One is name it, like logo, or another option is deleting it. Okay, this deleting and deleting if you don't need it. Under the annotation, you will see all the saved annotations you will find in this list. Also from this level you can change the class to be assigned to the particular annotation. Also from this level you can delete it. Jumping back, you might note that in the list you see panoramas in blue font and black. Black doesn't have any annotations on it yet, and blue have them. Next option I'd like to show you the option to report an issue. Under this, you can report an issue only from images and report an issue related to this image. So for instance, someone noted that, well, is it a poll gonna be here or is it something what should be removed, you can feedback to the administrator that I don't know what this means, and you can mark the position with a dot. You can mark the rectangle, or you can mark the polygon. Also, you can add your name, your email, and the comment, like with some question or please note, and send the report. The report got sent. Okay. How does it look from the admin level? You can, when the view is refreshed, sorry, you can see that under this publication you have this small sign, new report. Administrator will know right away that new report arrived, and here is our report. By double click or details, you're opening the same image. You can see our objects, and you can see that information about this particular report. Also, you can select the status of this report. You can change the status even from this list. When the issue resolved, then you can delete it. Going back to the presentation, we have a few multiple updates which are worth to be mentioned. First of all, it's now your data can be stored on the Amazon S3 storage and be successfully connected to the publisher. Also, the deflate option helps to optimize the bandwidth to your API responses, so the data will be delivered faster to the console and viewer. By the way, Trimble MX Publisher provides an admin API for system access. It offers various actions for managing users, resources, and publications. A few words about the bug fixes. You have fixed a bug where footprints didn't appear for dynamic resources when view depth was set to less than infinite. Fixed a bug where it was not possible to log into publication when the password maximum age was set, and fixed a bug where it was not possible to select objects via inspect select from long data types. That's been it for session number 1 of the What's New in TMX 25.3. Please do not forget to review second video of this presentation from my colleague Vincent, and I wish everyone good day. Bye bye.